One morning in a small German town, a story began that would go on to change the lives of billions. How did aspirin, the superhero of pain relief, become one of modern medicine's greatest triumphs? This is a tale of a secret gifted by nature, a father's desperate need, and a scientist's relentless passion, coming together to create a breakthrough that shaped the world. Get ready. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary journey of aspirin, from the branches of a willow tree to the shelves of homes across the globe. This is the legendary story of aspirin. But before we begin, I'll give you a moment to subscribe to the channel. On an autumn morning in the small German town of Barmen, Friedrich Bayer set out for his laboratory before the sun rose. Inside the leather bag he carried, bottles filled with chemicals clinked softly with each step, the familiar sound of glass echoing around him. Little did Bayer know that day, he was about to plant the seeds of one of the world's greatest chemical empires. Bayer and his partner, Johann Friedrich Westcott, had one goal: to create synthetic aniline dyes to replace natural ones. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, and these two visionaries believed chemistry was the key to the future. However, destiny had a different plan. A discovery on their path would revolutionize not just industry, but healthcare itself. This story actually begins with humanity's timeless connection to nature. For centuries, people had boiled the bark of the willow tree to relieve pain and fever. The willow tree silently offered its secret to humanity, but no one fully understood the chemistry behind this miraculous effect. In 1828, a chemist named Johann Andreas Buchner successfully isolated a substance from the willow tree called salicin. This was a significant milestone in science, but it was still a raw discovery. While the substance was effective, its harsh effects on the stomach often overshadowed its benefits. Years passed, and various chemists attempted to resolve this issue, only to abandon the puzzle in frustration, until a young chemist named Felix Hoffman entered the scene. The year was 1897. In the Bayer laboratory, Felix Hoffman was buried in chemicals, determined to find a solution. One thought consumed his mind: his father's unbearable rheumatic pain. For years, his father had suffered, with medications proving either ineffective or plagued with terrible side effects. Felix was not just searching for a scientific breakthrough, he was on a personal mission. After days of experiments and sleepless nights, Felix succeeded in combining salicin with acetic acid. The new compound significantly reduced the stomach irritation caused by earlier versions. As Felix examined the white powder in his hand, he felt that this could be the answer not only for his father, but for millions of people worldwide. When Hoffman presented his discovery to Bayer's board of directors, the company saw immense potential in the compound. They chose its name with care. The A stood for acetyl, and spire referred to spirea, the Latin name for the meadowsweet plant, a natural source of salicylic acid. And thus, aspirin was born. In 1899, Bayer introduced aspirin to the market. Packaged in a small glass bottle, its white tablets were ready to create a global revolution. At a time when most medicines were sold as powders or liquids, the tablet form was both innovative and convenient. Aspirin quickly became a staple in doctors' prescriptions. From Europe to America and Asia, this little white tablet was making waves. However, like any success story, aspirin's journey was not without challenges. During World War I, Bayer lost its trademark rights in the United States. Aspirin became a generic drug, produced by numerous companies. Yet this didn't diminish its popularity. On the contrary, the increased accessibility only heightened its global impact. By the 1960s, scientists discovered aspirin's blood-thinning properties. It was no longer just a pain reliever, but also a miracle drug that could reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes. After decades of struggle, Bayer regained its US trademark rights in 1994, reclaiming its legacy and global control of aspirin. Today, aspirin continues to touch the lives of billions worldwide. Bayer remains committed to keeping this legend alive. producing aspirin in various forms, from low-dose tablets to chewable options, ensuring it meets the needs of every generation. What began as Felix Hoffman's quest to ease his father's pain has grown into a story of global significance, impacting billions of lives. Aspirin stands as a testament to how a small step in science can become a giant leap for humanity. This tale is not just about a drug, but also about human ingenuity and perseverance. What once lay hidden in the branches of the willow tree is now celebrated as one of modern medicine's greatest triumphs. And with every new discovery, this legend continues to be reborn. Thanks for watching. If you like the video and subscribe to our channel, you will be the first to know about new videos.